This is Pav Bamber here for PSB Sports. I'm at the Ggg-Brook versus Kell-Brook official weigh-in here at the O2 Arena. With me, I've got former challenger to Ggg-Brook, Matthew Macklin. How are you, Matthew?
I'm good, thanks. Yep.
Sounds good. Matthew, firstly, what do you make of today's weigh-in? I'll be honest with you, from my opinion, when Golovkin did get on the scales, he did look quite tired. He was rubbing his eyes. He didn't look quite on it. Kell looked energised. What do you take away from the weigh-in today?
I mean, fight week, the weigh-in, the press conference, people are always searching for a little edge, aren't they? Or, you know, people are like, oh, did he look tired? He looked a bit great to me. I don't know. He might have made the weight run. But, you know, everyone's searching. It's hard to know. I mean, you know, with the weigh-in, no one looks good at the weigh-in. You know, you're dry. You haven't drank for probably 24 hours. Everyone looks pretty bad. You know, I thought both guys didn't look too bad. You know, I thought you can usually, when you see someone, sometimes you can look at their skin and they can look really dry. No, you know, Kell didn't look dry, and I didn't think Golovkin looked particularly dry either. The only thing that I've thought, which I heard today, was that he came in on Sunday, which, you know, from the west coast of America with an 8-hour time difference, you know, you're cutting it fine.
Yeah.
I think, having said that, he has fought in Monaco a couple of times, and he's always fared well there, so I'm sure he knows what he's doing. But, you know, if anything, I would look at the jet lag. I don't think he would have struggled with the way he come in a pound under, and he's always made the weight well in his whole career, so far as I know. I think he's a tough fight for Kell. I mean, I know he used to be big at the weight at welter, but having said that, the thing I can't really get away from is that he's been getting hit by welterweights his whole career. You know, his last two fights weren't really big punching welterweights at all. You know, now he's going to get hit with someone who's probably the hardest punching middleweight of all time. You know, and he ain't just a big puncher. He's a really good fighter. I think he's the best pound-for-pound fighter in the world. You know, and so for Kell to step up 2 weights, I don't think he's going to win the fight, but I think he deserves an unbelievable amount of credit. And you know, I think it's certainly admiration from me anyway. I think, you know, what a guy to step up 2 weights and challenge someone that no one else wants to fight. My hat's off to him. Matthew,
obviously you fought Gennady yourself back in 2013. What a huge fight that was, Matthew. Also, put yourself in Dominic Ingle's shoes. Let's say you were Kell-Brook's trainer, having fought Gennady, the experience you had. Fair enough, you lost, but you gave him a good fight. What advice would you give him, bear in mind you've been in the ring with him?
Yeah, well, I didn't give him a good fight, really. I mean, he just walked through
me. Nice.
But, I mean, and if I did box him again, I'd do it completely different. I mean, sure. I tried to come out and box my way into the fight, and I thought, you know, if it doesn't work, I can change then. But the thing was, by the time I tried to change after 2 rounds, I was already well under the cosh. You know, I was in 5th gear going backwards. He hadn't broke 1st gear. I don't even know he was sweating. So, you know, there was a lot. I was cut, so I was bruised up. You know, like I said, I was really on the back foot. If I had my time with him again, if I was Dominic Ingle advising Kell-Brook, I'd say, look, you got the edge in speed here. Speed is at its most advantageous early on.
Sure.
Then as rounds go on, Sting leaves a fighter, other fighters start getting the timing of it. You know, it's less of a factor. Physical strength comes more into play than, let's say, in the second half of the fight. So if I was Dominic Ingle, I would want Kell to come out and start really fast. I would say, look, don't even think about 12 rounds. This is a 4, 5, 6 round fight. Just go out there. You know, the pace you need to set is unsustainable for 12 rounds. I want you to throw 12 rounds worth of punches into 4 or 5 rounds.
Wow.
And go for it. Then he might have a chance. He might catch him a bit cold, or he's, you know, Golovkin's probably waiting for him to throw 3 or 4, but he's throwing 6, 7, 8. So he's not ready for that kind of, you know, onslaught of punches. So I think that's his best chance. Listen, it's still a tough. I don't know if that'd work. I mean, some people call that committing suicide because you go out there and you throw your eggs in one basket and if it doesn't work, where are you? But that's the only way I could see him, you know, having real success in the fight.
Matthew, finally, you did say that will be too much of an ask for Kell, but having said that, you said he needs to get 12 rounds worth of punches in the first 4. Is that his best chance of winning? And also, having said that, you said Gennady will win. Where do you think he'll win? First 6, last 6? Because yesterday at the press conference, most people were saying to me, Kell early, Gennady late. So how do you see it?
Yeah, like I said, I think the pressure that Golovkin puts on you know, how hard he hits, how much he's going to take away from Brook. I think the longer the fight goes on, the less chance he has. Then it's, you know, I think Kell-Brook's best chance is early. Not because I think he's going to catch Golovkin with a shot and knock him out, because he's got a good chin, and, you know, Kell's a welterweight, you know, but, you know, he might hit him with an 8-punch combination. If he really tries to saturate him with, like, a, you know, working too much, like I say, that's the set pace, it's unsustainable. So you're just throwing sort of 8, 9 punches at once. you know, you're not going to keep that pace up.
Sure.
But you might land, you might catch him by surprise. You know, you might block 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 lands. So that's, I mean, it's, some people, like I say, call it commit suicide because it's unsustainable, and if it doesn't work out, where'd you go? But I don't think he's going to outbox him for 12 rounds either. So I would gamble and I would go all in early on.
Fair enough. Matthew Macklin, thank you so much for your time today, and I wish you all the best. Cheers.
Thank you.